Now we're live, you boober.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be in this bright, wonderful world we are living in. It is the Aloha Hour. I am your humble servant, Mike S. Miller. With me again tonight, as always, the ever affable Edwin Boyette.
Aloha.
And first-time guest on the show, someone I've been meaning to get on, and nothing like waiting until the last minute. Creator of T-Bird and Throttle, the wonderful Josh Howard.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Josh, we're just going to jump right into this. Tell us about T-Bird and Throttle.
Okay, well, T-Bird and Throttle is a superhero reconstruction story for our modern time. It's
I love that, by the way. Reconstruction.
Thank you. I think I like to compare it to Fantastic Four meets the Dark Knight Returns. So it starts in a dark place, but it's about rebuilding the superhero archetypes and getting it back to a place where I think it's been missing. So anyway, it follows the character named Mitchell Maddox, who's an astronaut. He discovers an alien artifact on the moon that bonds with him and gives him superpowers. So he becomes a superhero named T-Bird. And then things are going great until there's an accident, a terrible accident that leaves a couple people dead because of his powers. So he's out of the game for about 10 years. And that's where the story picks up. He's raising a daughter alone, and he's trying to get his career started again. But there are forces hidden in the shadows who don't want him to come back for some reason. So that's where our story picks up.
And what was the motivating factor or the inciting incident that led you to spawn this concept?
About 20 years ago, I was working at a comic shop, and I was looking around at all the different superheroes and all the different motifs of what had been taken, what hasn't. There's Spider, there's Bat, there's Super, all this other stuff. And so I was like, what hasn't been done? And I as a joke, I thought, well, there's no superhero with a car motif, right? Like, what if a guy had a car engine in his chest and the car grill is a belt? And it was kind of a joke at first, and then the more I played with it, the more I drew it. I started to fall in love with the idea, and I started developing a whole world around it. And so, the past 20 years, I've just on and off, I've worked on it and developed the characters, and so that brings us to now.
Fantastic. And is this the first iteration of it, or have you done it before?
There has been 3 other false starts with another publisher called Viper Comics, which is the published me back in 2003. But each time I tried to get it started,
sorry,
it's okay. The other book I was working on, Dead at 17, kept being successful and taking off. So T-Bird kept getting put on the back burner. So that happened like 3 separate times for various reasons. So last year, I finally got it off the ground with the first Kickstarter for issue 1, which brings us to now, which is with issue 2.
Oh, okay. How'd the Kickstarter go?
I was successful. My goal was only 8,000, and I did 9. It was a much smaller campaign than this one, but it got me where I needed to be. So that went well, and so here I am.
Right on. And you're fully funded. Are you happy with where you are now?
I am blown away, to be honest, because there's many. I had to extend the campaign at one point because it was not going to make it, and there's many times during this campaign where it just looked very grim, and I just kept praying about it, kept holding on, kept pushing, and I think the fans really came through for me and really helped me meet my goal. And Friday, it happened. Friday night, or Saturday morning, I think. I made, I think, I did 3-4 grand that day.
Nice.
And met the goal. Yeah. So
Edwin, you're
so yeah, I'm very happy, very grateful.
One second. Edwin, are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Sorry, am I just bulldozing my way through this?
Well, he was speaking. I didn't want to interject.
All right. Well, you've got the comm, and I know you're really good at massaging info out of guys. So why don't you flip through his Indiegogo and do your thing real quick.
All right. I actually, let's see. Did you change your layout? I seem to remember that there used to be icons, or am I misremembering?
No, it's pretty much the same. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Next time you do one of these on this right-hand side, put what the person is actually going to get. So right here where it says Super Bundle 0, 1, and 2, put like all 3 covers right there, like as a visual cue.
Yeah, I guess the only reason I didn't do that because they're right there next to it. But yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
But it makes it look very attractive. And it's
yeah, I understand.
It's got like a powerful thing, like it's almost like a McDonald's menu.
Right.
Let's see. All right.
Yeah, I kind of messed up on mine.
Well, I keep looking at everybody's Indiegogos, and I try and look at the visually compelling elements, and then I try and look out for the layouts that kind of compel you to scroll down and take more in, and those seem to be one of the features. Let's see. T-Bird and Throttle is my passion project. Inspired by the comics I grew up reading in the 80s and 90s. The story follows Mitchell Maddox, astronaut turned superhero, who was granted incredible powers by a mysterious alien engine. As T-Bird, Maddox rose to fame as the defender of Centennial City until the day a terrible tragedy stripped him of everything. 10 years later, Maddox, now a single father, sets out to revive his glory days as T-Bird, but the demons from his past may have other plans.
Is that the direct text from the video?
That is close.
Pretty close, huh?
Yeah.
Rumble Terrier for $2 says, Josh, show us that sweet collection you have there. How about we hold off, Rumble, until we really want to get everybody a taste of this book because it looks really cool. I am sorry I didn't get to this earlier. I kept sorry.
Hey man, it's okay. It's not on you. It's not on you, man. It's all good. You know.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Your price points are good. So there's a super bundle for $35, which gets all 3 issues. And with all 3 issues, how many pages of comic books are you getting, Josh?
Altogether, you're getting 136 pages, I think. Okay. 2 60-page books and 1 16-page book.
All right, and then there's some different tiers here. Like if you want 1 and 2, you can get that, or maybe if you contributed to an earlier Kickstarter, you can just get 2. That'll be something you'll need to do next go round, Mike.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna overprint. I think I'll try to judge my pricing after. It's gonna be a while, so I'll figure that out. I'm not gonna overprint by much.
Let's see, $15, so essentially $5 a comic book. Of course, while I'm talking, an ambulance comes by. That's the way it works. For $15, you can get all the digital. For $30, you can get 1 and 2. That's pretty good. What are in the double pack? Is that all 3 issues times 2?
Click on it. It'll tell you. I can't remember if it. I don't think it includes. Yeah, it does. That's 0. Yeah,
it does. Okay, that's not bad.
Oh, Edwin, what did you do? They're coming for you.
All right, $150 will get you all books and an original art page. So that means an original art page costs you $115. Not bad. It's a good.
Josh, I got a question from you from the chat. Could you ask if the super bundle is signed?
Yes, all books will be signed.
All books will be signed. Vailned.
Yes.
Vailned.
He's got 408 backers. That's not too bad. Let's see how much he has to sketch. Original art page. Well, 10 of those were claimed. one of the commissions. Let's see, sold out all books plus a bust commission. You've got 20 commissions. You've got a couple of things to sketch. All right, so one thing I like that he did do, since he already had his book 1 and book 2 done, or excuse me, his book, his 0 issue done and his 1 did, he put the entirety of his 0 issue on, and he put a selection of issue 1 on, right?
Yeah,
all in all, about 47 pages. So somebody can see exactly what they're getting here.
Right.
On
Origin
what?
stories.
You mean you put it all up to see, to read?
I put the issue 0 for free and the first 30 pages of.
Oh wow!
It's a 60-page book, so they're getting half of it.
Ballsy move.
Well, I mean, I figured put it all out there so people know what they're getting, and like I really believe in it. So like I really want to get it in as many hands as possible. So like you know, so yeah, I took a chance, and I guess it paid off.
I guess so. All right, ball sacker, the ball sacker for $1.99. Sirens always. How safe is Edwin's hood? How is IDEA nowadays, Edwin?
It is incredibly safe. So what's happened is I am just down the road from a hospital, and so what you're hearing is not police. It's ambulances. Yeah, I've got a guest bedroom that I'm gonna set up a sound studio in, probably within the next week or so. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good looking style.
It's coming out of those speakers. Why are you watching anything? It's maybe from under.
So yeah, I actually think this was a good move because I feel like once we started paging through this, for the people who were in the chat and they could see it exactly, or in the audience they could see exactly what they were going to get. That people seem to respond to it, and that's the problem is getting people down to the bottom of the page if they encounter your Indiegogo though. You get to that point. I think if is there going to be an issue 3, Josh?
Right now, there's 4 issues planned, so yes.
I would put these links very close to the top of the page. I would put these links very close to the page to induce people to, just in case people don't make it midway down. I think a lot of people, because they can look at this and get such a fantastic idea of what they're going to get. Let's see. All right, so there's all right. There is a Comic-Con in the comic book. Centennial City Con. And you'll see, that is actually his banner. So he's trying to sell T-Bird comics. And if you notice, him and his assistant, they have given him the table right by the bathrooms. And then it has the various Laser Camp, Justice Superior.
I've been at a table not too far distant from there.
Yeah, I think we've all had that experience at one time or another, right?
Laser Cat. There you go. There's Unicorn Girl.
Yeah.
It's biblical. How do you come down, Josh? Or do you feel that unicorns are biblical?
I didn't know about them mentioned in the Bible. That was new to me. I mean, I heard you guys discuss it at times, but I do believe there's a strong possibility they did exist. Yeah.
There we go. Good guy.
I mean, people. I just don't think it was made up out of whole cloth. You know.
Right. Good man, Josh. Glad we brought you on.
Yeah, don't get me. If you get me going on any kind of crypto things, I'll go all the way. So.
Like cryptozoology, that type of.
Yeah.
Or cryptocurrency.
What's that?
I said, or cryptocurrency.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Now,
Yeah,
who's the guy with the red hair and the beard?
You say who is that?
Yeah.
That's his agent, his buddy.
Okay.
Trying to get him out there, get him noticed again. He's trying to restart his career. So he's kind of doing the convention circuit and things like that. People, everyone's moved on. Time has moved on. So he's kind of an old news.
And the other characters, the other heroes, they have powers. Yes. So there's more superpowered people.
Some do, some don't. I mean, just like regular comics, it's a mix.
Okay. So a mix, kind of like the Avengers or kind of like Batman, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good-looking style. It reminds me of something, and I just can't place it.
It kind of reminds me of like, not completely, but like Danny Phantom.
Oh yeah. I mean, most people say Batman animated series and stuff, which.
Yeah. I can see that. I'm just like the facial expressions and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I mean, not obviously Danny Phantom wasn't a big old huge dude like that. But,
oh, I just noticed the fine art prints for $30 each.
I know that dude.
Yes. Yeah, we all know that guy, right?
Your favorite character is drawn as a cat.
Yeah, that's my daughter. That's my daughter's banner. Or what's his face? Yeah, what's his name? Is it Michael or Matthew? Matthew that draws Punchline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he too does the superheroes as cats thing, or cats as superheroes thing. But he does like Lucky Cats. So, anyways, that's neither here nor there.
And then more comics within the comics. You can get a #1 of Justice Superior, Laser Cat, presidential. New term, new first issue, presidential power, Battle Princess. Hey, there's Mike. It's Mike's alter ego, Diversity Dog. Oh no, T-Bird and Throttle in the bargain bin. 25 cents. Wow. All the way down from $1.
Did you see how much Nasser's book and Rags were going for on eBay?
No.
Like $50, $25. It's crazy.
For Stardust?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly my reaction. But no, I'm just saying. I posted. It's like, you know what, man? If Nasser's book is going for $50, can you imagine what Jawbreakers or Cyberfrog or Lone Star or
Graveyard Shift
or Graveyard?
So right here,
always accidentally forgets Graveyard Shift.
So right here, where it says all new, all female Senate and T-Bird exposed, what is the activist? What is the activist? What is the adjective before activist?
Amazing activists.
Amazing activists. Help! I'm offended. That's great.
To the virtue signal.
So no, it's got a great look. I like the comic books inside the comic book too.
Yeah.
From Gruesome Comic Books Group.
No, I think this is a really good looking book. Yeah, I know it's not my job, but I do feel bad because I kept meaning to check it out, but this past 3 weeks has been insanity. But at least we're here on the last day, brother.
Hey,
so
hopefully
those who haven't yet will run along. There's 2 hours left in his campaign, roughly. And grab this sucker and let's put a little heat on it. What do you think, John?
Yeah. Turn the heat up. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. Edwin, how long have you
Is it Freedom Rock? Well, turn it up.
Yeah.
Edwin, how long
have you lived in that house? Edwin, how long have you lived in that house?
What? We've been here now for about 2 weeks.
Oh, wait, did you buy it?
No. We just moved over here. It'll be a few more years before we buy a property here in Hawaii.
Oh, okay, all right. I was gonna say, how bad is your buyer's remorse?
I actually enjoy this place. It's got I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures I posted from my balcony, but we've got a pool here. We're centrally located. I've got quite a bit of space. Got a beautiful view. Got a beautiful view of Pearl Harbor. Nice secure building right by the mall.
You see Arizona?
Yeah, I sure can.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Let me. My wife just took a picture the other day. So I should just have her tweet it to me instead of being a dirty boomer.
Is it on Twitter?
Yeah, I'll have her tweet it to me, and then I can just share it with you.
Yeah, I'll just tweet it.
Yeah, but Pearl Harbor Day, probably what I'll do is I'll take the laptop outside, and I'll live stream just right from my lanai and keep the camera pointed at Pearl Harbor.
So speaking of live streaming, I'll be live streaming election night all day.
All day.
Well, 3 o'clock my time until midnight.
Oh, it's 3 a.m. my time?
Yeah, it should be over by then. Oh, no. Wait, that's wrong. 3 till 9 my time, so 6 till midnight your time, John.
Oh, okay.
So, if you guys
pop in there.
pop in and out, yeah. That should be all kinds of fun.
Someone's got to keep the peace.
Who?
Me.
Oh.
Winded.
Yeah,
Mike's going to war with everyone on Twitter for election. So I figure he's gonna sucker someone in here.
Well,
I'm gonna be the voice of reason.
every year until this year, well, not every year, but every election, it's like, dude, I'm all about politics. And it's like, I've been so consumed with all of this real world stuff. It's like, it's been like an afterthought. And I'm like, well, hell, I got to do something for election night at least. So.
Just do not forget that your audience may not vote exactly like you vote. So.
Oh, I'm aware.
Very good.
They don't.
I'll keep it balanced, Edwin.
Well, Cecil said he's gonna come in too, so he'll keep it.
Whoa.
He'll tilt the scale on the other end.
Yeah.
Chester Busby says the fan edition is finished, and we have a winner.
Oh, very good.
And he also says that Josh's T-Bird and Throttle is awesome. There you go. High praise from Chester Busby.
We're on the fan edition.
Yeah. Mortal V says, only 2 hours. Geez, Mike, cutting this one close. Yes, I know. I know.
That's
So
all.
you
this
literally
is-
have, I think, 2 hours now because I think it ends at midnight.
This is the view from my lanai, if you can see this.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. It's pretty nice, though.
So the island to the island in the right-hand side, that is Ford Island, and it is minute. You will not be able to pick it out, but kind of maybe a couple hundred feet to the left of that island is the Arizona Memorial.
Yeah, I think that on the far hill where all those that little suburb is, I think that's where my neighborhood was.
Oh, cool.
Edwin,
My house
is
was-
this picture from where you're living at right now?
Yes, yes.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a little jelly.
just
So,
around
yeah.
the intersection.
Yeah, when the rainbows are out and the sky is right, it's a beautiful view. Yeah, we're very fortunate.
Yeah, boy.
Very nice.
Oh, thanks.
Hey,
Jiminy's posting links to T-Bird and Throttle in the chat, so if you guys could head over there and check it out. I don't know where you were, Josh. Have you sold anything since you came on?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was, but it's definitely gone up.
Right on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's check out your backers. I bet you we'll see some names we know. Let's see. Jason M. Ziegler. That's cool. Stephen Chure. Very cool. George Hopping Wayne. Let's see. How can I tell if a name is supposed to be private?
Well, you wouldn't be able to see it from your end if it was.
Okay. All right. Dion Powell Jr. Recognize that name. And then some of these are a little bit back. John McLeod, DJ Fitzgerald, Charles Daly Kenyon, Joe Johnston, Joseph Solano, Andrew J. You had a great day. Steve Hastings, William Davenport. 6 hours ago, you had a Chester C. Busby III.
Yeah, Chester.
Cody's, Colin Miller, Dirk Backman, Eric Cavazos, Chris Hunter, David Swanson, twice, Douglas Snyder, Christopher Lynn, Christopher Dunn, Alexander Weber, Dustin Carr, Junkyard Dunn, Meaner than a Junkyard Dunn, James Burks, Jedster 66, Grand Moff, Dark Jakester, Domingo Figueroa, Paul Partridge, Jeremy Johnston, Greg Helton, wow, Chad Z. Zaley, Jesse Novacek, Elzabar, all right, Elzabar, Edward Dubinsky, Mr. Conrad. I recognize a lot of these names. Adam Thompson.
We are a community, Edwin. We are a community.
James Dean Anderson. Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, you got a ton of backers for Comicsgate. I recognize very many of those names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like we're on the verge of, I guess, 19,000.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Nice. So does it end or does it go into store?
It will go to store. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll get over 20.
Yeah. Well, I've already done double what I did my first campaign.
It's nice.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
You know what? This community rewards good work. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
I think the camera may still be stuck on me.
Stuck on you. Can you unstick Edwin, please? No longer stuck on young, shaven Edwin Boyette. The young
child. Just a child.
Just a child. So you've got a...
Come on, guys. Let's get him to 20K. That'd be fantastic.
You got a lot of toys there. Taylor. Do you have some children to go along with those toys, or are those all your toys?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I do have kids, but these are all mine right here. These are all my toys.
You have kids and toys that aren't broken? How do you do that?
I just lay down the law.
Yeah, discipline, Mike. It's called discipline.
How many kids do you have, Mike?
5.
5. Wow.
Yeah. So none of my toys survived into now. I used to have toys from that I got in Japan when I was in 3rd grade, and they were still in the box and all this stuff. It's like, nope. Sorry.
Is that a Millennium Falcon back in the corner there? Looks like
it is. Yep. Big Falcon.
He also has the Millennial Falcon with pink hair. It's
oh, boomer humor.
I know. What do you want from me?
So, Josh, where are you getting your books printed at, brother?
I'm using a place called Comics Express. No, that's not right. Comics Wellspring. Comics Wellspring. Yeah, that's who I used for the first T-Bird and Throttle, and they did an amazing job for a great price. So I'm gonna use them again.
Is that black and white?
No, it's full color.
Oh, is there a spine?
They do spines, but my book does not have a spine. Yeah.
Is it digital press?
It is, but it looks like offset. The quality's
What's the price
amazing.
range on that?
I want to say my 60-page books were around 325. Don't quote me on that.
Wait,
He's actually looking for a quote.
yes, I am. And your shipping?
What was that?
Shipping?
Shipping?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that bad. I can't remember.
Durakin says Comic Wellspring is okay up to 500 copies, but Print Ninja is better.
Well, yeah, if you go, yeah, right. That's right.
Oh, so wait, are you printing less than 500 copies?
More than likely.
Oh, okay.
I haven't decided yet because I didn't plan on having this many backers, so I may have to reevaluate. So we'll see.
Okay.
Well, hang on a second. How many of your issue 2s did you sell? Right. So all right, for the 1 and 2 set, you sold 18. Right. For the double pack, you sold 11, which is actually 22. All books, you sold 10, so now you're up to 52. You sold probably, you're going to end up okay, and then the super bundle. With the super bundle, you sold 233.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that means unless you're going to reprint next campaign, then you may need over 200 of this issue 2 to extras to be able to sit.
If he's digital printing, then you don't get huge discounts when you go up higher in numbers, right?
You do, but it's not as big as if you do offset.
Yeah, offset. I mean, if you say you're doing 4,000 and you go up to 6,000, you can pretty much cut your printing cost in half. It's crazy, like per issue.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how many issue 2s extra he'll need. But if you're just gonna do them like that again. But hey man, you may if this second one really resonates, and you keep up your presence in Comicscape, it wouldn't surprise me to see you doing 30,000-40,000, hitting a 30,000 or 40,000 goal the next iteration.
Well, that'd be insane. I can't even imagine, but we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, because you just, I mean, obviously you sent out emails to all your Kickstarter backers for this one, right? Yeah, so
right.
you just keep adding to that list with each one, and as long as you're producing stuff and they like it, they're just going to keep buying, and you build it just like, you see where Brian Polito's at now. His last one was, I don't know where it was like 260,000 last time I saw it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Right, John?
Mm-hmm.
You're surprisingly quiet tonight, John Mela.
Oh, well, I'm crunching numbers. Now I'm looking up Lady Death.
I thought you were crunching tacos.
Was it Unholy? No, that wasn't the last one. What was the last one? Was it the Apocalyptic?
It just went like a month or so ago, yeah?
Yeah.
It seems like we were just talking about it.
Nightmare Symphony. Okay. I think that might be it.
Yeah, and he does this thing also where, like you're doing, he sells number 1 and number 2, but he builds up a catalog, and then he can, and that's kind of what I'm doing on my next one, is I'm shooting out the gate with the catalog. So I'm going to be doing the 3 graphic novels at one time, trying to emulate what Brian has, managed to do with his backup catalog, or his back catalog.
Hey, Josh, Chad is asking, is that a Castle Grayskull on the top shelf?
It is.
How much of a pain would that be to show the chat? Is that miserable to move, or?
I can do this. You see that back there?
Ooh, I see that Voltron back there.
Yeah, there's a Voltron Ghostbusters Firehouse, Fortress Maximus.
Yeah, that Voltron is what I had from Japan.
Oh yeah.
I only had the blue and the red, but they were still in the box. The diecast, that's the diecast metal one?
No, this is a recent one from Mattel a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah. I had the diecast.
Oh, poo. Classic.
I feel like I see some Thundercats too. I think I see a lot of them.
That would be yeah, right back here. Yep.
Yeah.
Brian Polito did $295 on the last one.
Holy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like a massive staff though. I wonder what he actually clears after his expenses.
2,363 backers.
How many?
2,363 backers.
And then what was his total take?
295,888.
Yeah, but he's selling some huge backlog stuff. That's
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I got, how many do I have? Like 20. How many do you have, John? Because I know I have more than you.
What, backers?
Yeah.
What was that, a humble brag?
So I have over 2,000. John's got over 2,000.
I got 2,045.
Okay. Yeah. So if I can maintain something like that level of backers, but instead I'm selling them 3 graphic novels and original art and all that kind of stuff, it'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Edwin, there's a super chat or two for you.
Let's see. This is from Brent for $5. Yo, Mike, I sent you a tweet. I'm guessing this is work in progress and not wipe. I don't think he sent you any toilet paper art. Yo, Mike, I sent you a tweet with some work in progress fan art. Also sent to Edwin. I'm going to do a mini comic with Doug as Gandalf. Is this going to be Gandalf the Brown? And Nurkish as King of Rohan. All right. That sounds kind of fun. And then a $10 super chat from Mark C. Edwin, I owe you an apology from Ethan's earlier stream. I made an unfounded assumption about a certain thing, and Tug rightfully put me in my place. Felt I should apologize. I'm not sure what it was, but no apologies are necessary, man. I'm not very sensitive. I appreciate the spirit, though, the spirit of wanting to apologize. But you absolutely do not owe me anything. And thank you very much for the super chat.
Yeah, I was there. He had to apologize. But no, just kidding. I mean.
And then he followed up with a $5 super chat. It was regarding why you haven't been in Ethan's stream lately, which is really none of my business. Sorry, and it is absolutely okay. A lot of times, my times just do not match up with Ethan's shows. I'm so far out here in the middle of the Pacific that I'm out of phase with just about everybody. But thank you again so much for the
humble brag.
Go with the mainland, right?
Hey guys, I just want to pipe in and say that I just had a big bump, and I'm only 300 away from 20,000.
Whoa!
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys, 300. We can do that.
You had a big bump.
That's
well,
crazy.
Something we always like to do is, like when Mike's got an active campaign and people are buying during the show, we always like to thank people. And so, wow, Anonymous 9 minutes ago for $400. That is amazing.
Oh, wow.
Anonymous is one of our biggest supporters.
Who do you like going Anonymous? Let's see. Yeah, we love to thank people. Let's see. So I think we already thanked Jason Zeigler, but we will thank him again. Jeffrey Houghton, $40. George Coronis, $15. Ray Crowell, $20. Good old Anonymous for $400. Raymond Dagley for $160. Very nice.
Wow.
Jason Robinson for $40. And Joshua Schaffer, hopefully I didn't mispronounce that, for $40. Thank you all very much for supporting T-Bird and Throttle.
Yeah, guys, you aren't going to regret it.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is amazing.
Yeah, and I think it is really good that you have that you put that stuff out there so people can see what they're getting. You know, so I think that makes it such an easier sell.
And,
yeah, I mean,
well, that's amazing. As I was thanking people, somebody else bought in. Jeremy Brown.
oh wow.
Jeremy Brown, who I believe is in our chat, for $40. Thank you very much for your support, Jeremy.
Yeah.
How much
Thank
we
you
need
so
to get
much.
there now? 260.
Let's see. I'm refreshing here.
Yeah.
Wow, you are at $19,701 from 421 backers.
Nice. We can do this. We can do this. Everybody smash that like button. Please do like it. Share it out to your social media. Let's get some more guys in here to back up some T-Bird and Throttle.
Yeah, looks like we just jumped up 80 bucks.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, you sure did.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let me check the names because, all right, this is another person who is in the chat. This is Brett Seagraves. Brett Seagraves. Thank you very much for your support of T-Bird and Throttle.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brett. Thank you.
Thank you, Brett.
So have you been on a few other shows, Josh?
I was on with Edwin and Tug and who else? I did a couple of the smaller shows like Sportman and I was on Chester's show.
Chester Busby.
Yeah.
Right on. John, how did you miss this one?
I don't know. I think I talked about it on Edwin's show one day, didn't I?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I think I talked about it on Edwin's show one day.
Yeah, I think so. I think John was on with me, and we were looking at this. I've actually looked at this a couple of times. Just the style of it just kind of jumped right out me. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. We got to thank some more people here. They are really coming in fast now.
Nice.
Fells Bug for $40. Sierra Whiskey. Sierra Whiskey is a fantastic member of Comicsgate, a fantastic member of this community. Sierra Whiskey for $160 US. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Sierra. Did you back Graveyard Shift, Sierra Whiskey?
And John Gould for $15. And let's see, with that last one, let me hit refresh here and see what your new total is. You are at $19,996.
Oh, come on!
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Sierra Whiskey said he backed it twice. You demand, Sierra.
Oh, thank you, man. That's awesome. Thank you.
All right, who's gonna get us over the top here?
Yeah.
Who's gonna have that of getting us over the top?
Oh, Andrew Anderson, who's been on this channel before. He has got an active campaign also.
Oh, is the Knox live?
Yeah, the Knox is live.
Oh, we gotta get Andrew on here. Maybe not tonight. This is T-Bird and Throttle night. Andrew, we'll get you on, buddy. I just hung out with Andrew in Texas last week. That.
Bob,
You were in Texas last week?
At Alamo City Comic Con?
Oh, really? I'm from Texas.
Oh, right on. Were you there?
No, well, I didn't make it, but yeah, I've done that show before.
Yeah, usually a pretty good show. So, come on, somebody's got to kick in. What is it, $4? You're killing me.
Oh, it just jumped like $1,000 in 5 minutes.
I know.
It's,
My head's,
that's not
I can't
the
believe
point.
it.
It's hitting the threshold that makes it exciting.
well, and see, I think part of this too, Josh, is when people actually dive in.
Oh, there it goes. It's passed.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yep. It did.
Love it.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. I never expected this. This is amazing.
This is the power of
Let's see who put you over. So you were put over the top. You were put over the top by, well, it's hard to
Look at
tell.
that grin. Look at Josh.
Ethan Wiley gave you $15. John Gould gave you exactly $4. And then Jeremy Browan gave you exactly $4. And they're all listed simultaneously. So
man.
You've got 3 people who helped push you over the 20 grand mark.
Congrats,
awesome.
Josh. Congratulations.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on. I mean,
Yeah, man.
it means a lot. Yeah, this is incredible.
Absolutely. So this is your art, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to come on Drawn and Quartered this week?
Well, give me the scoop. I haven't watched one of those. I'm not sure.
Drawn and Quartered is you breaking.
I mean, I've seen it out there, but I haven't watched one, so I don't know what the deal is.
Revoke the offer, Mike. Revoke it.
Ouch. John, why don't you explain Drawn and Quartered?
Yeah, it's where I kick your butt for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, okay.
No. It's a drawing competition. It's about 10 artists maximum, crap talking and drawing our butts off and going for the top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you can lie, you can cheat, you can steal, but you can't use color.
Yeah. I never go for top 3. I always go for the gold, and I'm the only artist who has gotten that gold twice. Thank you.
And regularly finishes.
Never mind anything John's gonna say.
Bottom 6.
I think you're the only 2-time gold medalist. Yep. I think John may have more medal finishes than you have.
More second losers, a lot more second losers.
I think John has actually been your most consistent, competitor. I think he's been on every episode of Drawn and Quartered that I've emceed.
Yeah, I've been on every one. I'm definitely the best competitor. Everybody else, they just draw. I'm the entertainment.
John is definitely the Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson.
All right, so the way it works though is we kind of narrow it down. And then we have a fan poll, and the fans get to vote on what they want to see drawn. So everyone will draw the same thing, right? So it's an apples to apples comparison. You have exactly 2 hours to draw it. You're expected to either set up a camera so that people can see your drawing in progress, right? Or draw digitally and share your screen so people can see your drawing in progress. You'll be talking with the competitors and talking with me. I am the normal host. At the same time, you're talking trash to your fellow competitors, and you're trying to connect with the audience, right? You're trying to advocate for your own work, because at the end of the 2 hours, we will hold another poll, and the fans select the winner. The audience selects the winner.
All right. And then if you win, which I have twice now, I don't know if I mentioned that before, then I select one random fan out of the audience, and you have to send them a signed print of your piece, or the original if you want to send them that. But I usually sell my originals. So
yeah, that's kind of bribery, sending a original. And also, Mike has an asterisk next to one of those gold medal wins because he threatened to end the entire show if he didn't win.
Oh, come on. Don't be silly.
Josh, do you draw traditionally or draw digitally?
Traditionally.
Okay. What you might find too, if it's a particularly popular character and you have a compelling rendition, a lot of time our artists get offers from people to purchase the prints or purchase the actual originals from the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get a camera set up. I don't have a setup to show my drawing, so I'd have to figure that out. But
all right. Well, it's Wednesday night. If you want to do it this week, if you want to do it next week, whatever. Just let me know, and I'll Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Pacific time. I don't know where you're in Texas, so is that 9 o'clock your time?
Yeah, Central. Yeah.
Oh, who is the fan competitor this week?
Oh yeah, Chester. Who's the fan? Chester, can you hear me?
So there is a fan edition of Drawn and Quartered, and we saved one seat for the winner of the fan edition to step up and compete with the professionals. And occasionally, the fan contestant has actually won the competition.
One time.
Although, didn't Jacob get the bronze?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We have a $10 super chat from Literal Gamer as opposed to Figurative Gamer. We like Literal Gamer so much more. Congratulations on Josh for making $20,000 US dollars for T-Bird and Throttle. I'm glad it's among the 23 comic projects I backed on Indiegogo, along with both John Malin and Mike Miller.
Well, thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks you.
Yeah, whatever you do, you can never express gratitude too much to the consumers. They are the Comicsgate consumers are just a great community of people.
Yep, and they're the ones that make it happen, man.
Yeah.
Jiminy says the fan edition winner this week is Pablo. Pablo Romero says that's me.
Pablo, are you on Twitter? If you are on Twitter, please send me a tweet so that if you're able to come compete Wednesday, we will reserve a chair for you, and I will make sure to get a link to you so you can hop in with us.
Yes. Usually Edwin is the fan edition liaison. So, hey, look, it's LONESTAR #2.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Hey, John, you probably can't see the blue line stuff. Man, something happened. Like, I don't know. Can you see the dent in the back? Oh, well, yeah. I don't know what the heck happened, man.
I couldn't even see the drawing on the front.
What'd you do? Put your ramen bowl down on it? What were you?
No, it was in my. I grew it in Texas, and it was in my backpack, and I don't know how. Something just must have crunched it, like maybe in my trunk or something. I don't know. Unpleasant.
Did you make any money at Alamo? How did it compare to the other shows you've done? Sure.
It's 2 cons all year, man. It was down about 50-60%.
Wow.
Conventions all year for me have been down that much. It's glad I have Comicsgate. Yeah, I mean it was well, when I was working full time at DC, cons were still like a big part of my bread and butter, but now that I'm not at DC and I'm working on LONESTAR exclusively, well, and the Game of Thrones covers, but that's like one a month. Yeah, if it wasn't for this, I don't know what I'd be doing right now.
All right, so checking back in on T-Bird and Throttle, Josh is now at $20,075 with a total of 427 backers. And since we last checked in, he had a $60 buy-in from Isaac Melendez Gomez. So thank you very much, Isaac, for supporting the project.
Yeah. Also, I want to talk about too that since we hit 20,000, it unlocked the second stretch goal, which is another set of trading cards. So now everyone's getting 4 trading cards total.
Oh my! You're making me look bad, Joe.
Hey, there's Professor Geek. How's it going, Professor Geek?
Hey, we haven't had him on in a while.
Yeah,
I think people spend less money at cons in general these days. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I've been on a tear on postmodernism, kind of wrapping my head around some of the concepts, because I think it's the source of a lot of our ills. But yeah, I'd love to get Professor Geek back on someday to talk about postmodernism.
Yeah. That sounds like a good conversation to have with John Maitland.
Well, it's all this deconstruction stuff, right? All this stuff where postmodernism doesn't believe in like these objective morality or these absolute truths.
Yeah.
And so the only truth is power, and it's really this critical theory deconstructionist nonsense, and it's why we get. Have you kept up with DC at all, Mike?
No.
They've got this new, every couple of years where they have their infinite crisis or crisis on infinite crash gabs and all that. They've got heroes in crisis now, and it is trite, man. It is just
crises.
Dumb. It is just dumb and boring and flat and banal.
Another crisis. How many? Does that have?
I don't know. It's crisis on infinite cash grabs. Speaking of which, what the heck? What the heck happened today? Does someone know the story behind that? Because it was a wackadoodle way for Cecil to find out that his comic book was no longer getting made.
I mean, I know as much as anybody else. I mean, Cecil found out on Twitter, and Tim Lim hasn't ever responded to one of my tweets or one of my DMs. So I don't know what his beef is with me. But now it's beef with Cecil or something. I don't know. It's freaking stupid to me. But I think Cecil. I think this is going to work out for the best for Cecil.
I hope so. I'm always disappointed when stuff cannot be resolved productively. Because I've always had like fantastic interactions with Tim Lim, and when we've talked in private, he's never really had anything negative to say about anybody. Haven't been talking with him a lot here recently, and I figured he was busy because he's a doctor in real life too, yeah.
Right.
So he's got a lot of balls in the fire.
I don't think that's a phrase.
That's a mixed metaphor, young man.
Well, you are in Hawaii, so he could be juggling a lot of fireballs.
Yeah, there we go. Juggling them tiki torches.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, they do those balls too, like the balls on the string on fire.
I guess I don't go to like the. If they do that, that's like some made up Tahitian stuff. It's not Hawaiian. If you go to the kind of the tourist luau's, you might see stuff like that. I actually just had Hawaiian food the other day. It was great.
What'd you have?
I had laulau, I had poi, I had lomi salmon, and squid luau.
I cannot stand poi.
Really?
Yeah. Thought I would, but I didn't. But give me a loco moco any day of the week, brother.
Loco moco is just rice, a hamburger patty, some gravy, and a sunny side up egg.
Yeah.
So.
With mushrooms. So good.
And Josh, you can confirm this one. This is from Tommy Sarkinen. Tommy Sarkinen. Will T-Bird be in demand store? It's currently at $20,075 US. Will it be in a store mode?
Yes, it will.
Yeah, I'm really glad you decided to extend. I think when you launched, it was just a really, really busy, noisy time, and I think you just needed a little bit more time to build.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all the campaigns that are running in demand over the winter months will probably do okay, just because there aren't going to be that many new campaigns ideally launching. There could be, but time will tell.
Well, there will be the Blacklist 3-for-1.
When is that?
I don't know. I gotta send Lone Star off to the printer before I launch that, but I am gonna start setting it up pretty soon here. I was just uploading all the pages of Six Gun Samurai to Dropbox so I could get it to my designer. And after I'm done here, I'm gonna send Deal with the Devil up there too. So I just wanted to make sure I had all of those still in good condition in order to get them printed. So yeah, as soon as I send Lone Star to the printer, I'm gonna set that one up to go. So it's gonna be this month.
Let's see. Actually, of the active campaigns, Josh is actually pretty close to the other two. So let's see. Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb is right at 24,000. That's by Kyung Lee. Asgard by Ben Jones, another cool cat, 22,436. T-Bird and Throttle, 20,075. You and Asgard are tied for backers though at 427.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
see. And then other active campaigns. There's a lot of stuff that stayed in demand. But let's see. Active. Oh wow. Andrew Huerta is doing pretty good. He's got a whole nother month left, but he's almost at $9,000. So that's
Oh,
great.
good. Didn't he just launch?
Yeah, he just launched, and
He had the advantage of launching from my channel.
Oh well.
And that's Sovereign. That's a good book. Let's see what else is still active. Earthbound. Earthbound has done pretty well. You had those guys on, didn't you, John?
Mm-hmm. Narwhal, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Little Girl Lethal jumped right out the gate. Slick Jimmy. That's at 7,500. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's been pimping that forever.
Uh,
I mean, like you say, it's if you're going to launch a campaign, you want to get ahead of it for a long time promoting before you bother launching.
yeah. So all right. So Josh, you're fulfilling around February, right? That's your plan.
Yes, that's the plan.
Okay. And so when do you think you launch? When do you think you launch number 3?
It's a good question. Hopefully by, I would say, May.
By May.
Yeah.
All right. So that means in March, you've got to start teasing. You've got to start teasing number 3 and get that build up. I think the build up, connecting with people, pulling people into your story and connecting them to you, all this stuff. It takes time, but it definitely pays off.
Yeah, and use that email list, man. Keep in touch with them between now and then. You don't want them forgetting about you when it's time to launch.
Yeah.
Let's see. You had Cousin on the other day, Mike.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
Matt?
How's that doing? Gosh, we got to get him back on.
Agenda Superheroes with a Purpose. They are at 4,442. They are running through December 22nd, though.
Yeah, we need to get them up and running too. I know neither of them are YouTube efficient. I guess.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, they're just not getting up and getting out there and getting on people's shows. So gotta do something.
Yeah, there's quite a few active. One that I really wanted to see do more, and I don't know how to help them because it looks like such a fun book. Is Sportman Goes to Japan. They're just very mild people, but it's a fun book. Have you seen that one?
I've seen some drawings, but I haven't seen the actual campaign.
Let's see. I'll show you this one. And they revamped their campaign to make it better. Campaigns need to be there's and I think people are figuring this out. Unless you're already just like a household name, You really got to make your campaign as compelling as possible.
Even
But
if you're a household name, you need to make it as compelling as possible. Everything has to be 100, 110%.
Let me see. All right, are you seeing this, Mike?
Let me see. Here, lock it on. Okay.
Yeah, Sporkman goes to Japan. Let's see, part spoon, part fork, all hero. Sporkman Goes to Japan is a 3-issue miniseries and 91 pages of awesomeness. What happens when Sporkman joins the superhero exchange program? He ends up in Japan, and possibly over his head, as he finds himself pitted against the robotic forces of the villain, Shogun Z. So kind of a fun thing, almost kind of an anime style.
Reminds me, I mean, in tone, it reminds me of the.
But it's all ages. He's got some nice price points too, like for this this digital one where you get all the files. I think it actually is more than 200 pages of comic books.
No way.
Yeah, they've got very low price points. The interior is black and white. The interior is all black and white. But they've got good price points. It looks fun. I mean, it's got some humor to it, a little bit of silliness, but it's also all ages. So there's not a whole lot of there's nothing in there you couldn't show to one of your younger kids or something.
All right. He took his mask off. Your friendly neighborhood ninja says, "Thank you so much for the Sporkman plug. Thank you, thank you." Yeah. Sporkman, he needs a theme song. Pencil.
They're nice guys. They had me on their show. They're really cool. They're really good to me. So
yeah, they're super good people. And they've been, a lot of people may not know them, but they've always been real pleasant, positive people in Comicsgate for the last year or so, and very supportive of other people.
Elnid said he was on EVS's stream. Gosh, I think I remember that. I don't know. There's so many streams.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's cool how big Comicsgate is now. There's what, over 50 titles now?
Over 60, I think.
Wow,
it's insanity. And I'm just, it's good to see even the the smaller guys are getting. I hate to say smaller guys, but you know what I mean. It's like independent-minded guys are still getting their books funded. It's, this isn't easy. If it wasn't for Comicsgate, dude, freaking, I mean, Josh just went through it, right? Prior to Comicsgate, crowdfunding ain't easy. No. Crowdfunding is freaking hard and disappointing, and most people fail, but most people in Comicsgate succeed, if not all of them.
Yeah, occasionally when I've seen people not hit their goals, they either, from the point they announced to the point they launched, was too short, right?
Or they had high expectations.
Yeah. If you've got kind of material that's questionable, or you're showing off more concept art than you are showing actual finished pages, and then you've got something like a $15,000 goal, those people don't tend to succeed. And some of the international people have had some trouble getting going sometimes. Some of those international palettes are weird though. They're just they're hard on my eyes. Who is the Malin? Who is the British group?
Blitzkrieg.
Yeah.
Mortal Worlds.
Mortal Worlds. That green palette was super hard on my eyes. It all kind of clumped together for me.
Are they done? Well, have they stopped? They stopped attacking. I haven't heard.
What's that?
They've disappeared as far as I'm concerned. Good.
I was just wondering if they had stopped at their relentless attack on Comicsgate.
Yeah. Well, every time we talk about it, just gives them more power. So let them fade away, as far as I'm concerned.
Same thing with the blue-haired, the mighty blue-haired one. I blocked her today, finally. I had her muted for so long, but then I'm just like, you know what? This one actually deserves just a straight-up blockage in her arteries. No, just kidding. So, and I put it out there. I mean, everybody should just starve her, because if you go on, it's nothing but us, and it's like, just starve her of material.
Yeah.
You know?
But the problem that the comic skaters are having, and why even these Mortal Worlds people have turned against comic skate, is because they failed. And I stress this all the time on my channel, is they failed to get a platform underneath them. If there's 60 comic skate titles out there right now, there should be 60 YouTube channels underneath every one of these titles before they launch, and everyone should be building their audiences, talking about whatever secondary hobbies they're interested in, like sports or entertainment, whatever, and building their audiences through there, and then funneling that back into the comic book.
Yeah.
And if everyone builds their own YouTube channel up, then you can always promote whenever you want. No one can ever stop you from promoting as often as you want. And then you reach out and get all these other channels involved. And once you've done all that, and you've built up all the connections to all these different, again, if there's 60 comics, there should be 60 platforms that you should be able to get onto one way or another. And through these networks, you can do very well. But if you don't lay down that groundwork before you launch, then you put yourself in a bad position.
Yeah, you got to think of Comicsgate as like, Thanksgiving dinner, but it's a potluck. Ethan brought the turkey, but everybody else got to bring their own dish.
Well, and doing your own channel too, even if you only have 10 or 20 viewers, right? You're practicing presenting your material and being a good speaker, and so then when you get a chance to visit with somebody else, your performance is even more compelling, right? It's a skill. It's a skill that can be learned. Talking about your own work and hopping up here and sharing with people. We have a $5 super chat from Brennan Pitts. This is a question for Josh. He says, does Josh own the rights to Dead at 17 and his other image series? Would you consider a digital package or even reprints of those in future campaigns?
I do own the rights to everything, and that is something that I can consider, yeah.
Yeah, so dude, next time you do a campaign, definitely put everything you got on it and just let people have the option to buy them. That's why I'm doing with the Meg 3-in-1, and that's again how freaking Brian got to $290,000. So
what's going on, Ethan?
Ethan.
Good evening, guys. How are you?
We are well. We are celebrating getting Josh over T-Burton Throttle over $20,000 tonight.
Hey, congratulations,
Josh. How much did you jump up while you were in here? Was it $1,000?
Yeah, a little over 1,000.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's not amazing. That's Comicsgate.
Comicsgate is amazing.
Yes, it is. Just typical. It's typical. It's what we do. How you guys doing tonight? Are you excited about today? Are you excited about today? Election day?
It's not today yet. Today's still yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, over here it's today.
Yeah.
And we have to remind people to get out there and vote Republican. Don't vote Democrat. We don't. If you're voting Democrat, election day is actually the 7th. So, just FYI, for Republicans, it's tomorrow, and we do want you to get out there and vote to make a difference.
That is correct.
Actually, not to make a difference, to keep it the same.
You see, I was watching his last campaign thing tonight, in was it Missouri? I think it was Missouri. And man, somebody in the crowd collapsed, and he stopped the whole event and like called for a doctor and like waited and just waited. And he's like, "Take your time, take your time, take your time." And they just waited, and then they like started singing like I forgot which song it was. It was like a a gospel song, and it was like so. I'm like, man, this is my president. This man, I love this man. He's so great. But I guess nobody else saw it. It was just me.
You know what? I've not had any time to watch any of the rally stuff, and I need it right now. I really need it, man. Trump is a special president. He stands above and apart, everyone else. And this is a great moment in history. Boys, it can be painful, this kind of change. But he's doing exactly what we want him to do. He's doing exactly what the country needs. And the results are evident. They're self-evident. That's why there's so much screeching from the other side. And, man, we just need to protect him so that he can continue to do what he wants. If the Democrats win tomorrow, it's not going to be that. It's going to be rough. They win the House tomorrow. I don't think they're going to win the Senate.
They're going to slam the brakes on progress. Real progress.
They're going to control the purse strings when it comes to, the funding that Trump needs to finish his agenda. It's going to be rough. They're going to impeach him. And,
Well, as long as the Senate is controlled, though, the impeachment doesn't go anywhere.
Well,
hey, Josh, you've got to fill a fan here. Why don't you pull out that Millennial Falcon?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
It's massive. All right, I'll get it.
Has all those toys and don't want to play with them.
That's why they're not broken.
He's got a little.
Did you just get up from a nap?
All right.
Ethan, knock it off.
Here we go.
Wow, look at that thing.
It's massive. It's bigger than me.
How much does it weigh?
I don't know. A lot.
Does that work with the 9-inch Black Series figures, or what was that? Who made that? Like, what was that from?
It's Hasbro, but it's for 3-inch. But it was like their super big one they made several years ago.
Okay, yeah, you nice collection, man.
Thanks.
Very cool.
All right, and just a couple more people to thank for backing T-Bird and Throttle. Let me refresh here real quick. Smash Rig backed for $40, and Jeremy Turner backed for $40. That brings you up to $20,155 United States dollars.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Not a bad night.
Yeah, and you've run Kickstarters twice before, right? And this is your most successful. This is your most successful by far, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, more than double.
Yeah. Comicsgate is great and highly motivated fans and consumers. So they're fantastic people.
Absolutely.
Hey, Ethan, did you see that piece on Twitter with Cyberfrog and Lone Star sitting at a diner in black and white behind him?
Yeah, there were like 3 pages actually.
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea. Is that fan art or what is that?
It looks like fan art. I don't know. It looks great.
It does look really, really good. Yeah, there was I think the first page that you missed, Cyberfrog was passed out on the table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Lone Star wakes him up, I think. And then it turns out they're in some sort of, that 2-page spread is what the guy posted today. I mean, that's a lot of work to do just for fan art, of our characters. I like it.
Yeah, I have to go check that out now.
It's good stuff.
I just looked it up on Mike's deal. Yeah, and it's got Vlad from Graveyard Shift in it, too. Throwing a grenade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is he throwing a grenade?
Mm-hmm.
Why would he do that, John?
Trying to blow something up, I guess.
Blowing up the whole diner.
Yeah.
Typical.
Lone Star and Cyberfrog out of jealousy.
It's just typical.
This is fan art? Oh, this is quite good.
Double-page spread, it looks like.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? If you're an artist, that's how you get our attention.
Yeah, definitely.
That is
Hey, Josh, do you have this Gamorrean guard?
I do. It's awesome.
You do have? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I just got this at Target yesterday. There were like 4 of these, and that was it. I was like, that's the one figure I want, and that's the one you have 4 of and nothing else. So I was happy to get a Gamorrean guard. I'm going to open this later. Let's see. I've got the Jabba the Hutt, the Sideshow Jabba the Hutt coming. Did you order that? Or did you...
I have not. I only do Force users at 1/6 scale with the Hot Toys stuff. Sideshow.
Okay.
Only Jedis. Yeah. So.
Only the good guys?
Only Jedis. Only Force
Jedis.
users.
Okay, I got it.
Or Sith, whatever.
My brother-in-law just got a Mumra from Sideshow Collectibles.
How does that look? Oh my god, that must be awesome.
Yeah, it looks really awesome. I got some pictures on my phone. I'll get them online tomorrow. But yeah, it looks really cool. He's not even really into all that stuff, man. He's like a skater, but, you know, he's just bored. So he just started buying these Sideshow collectibles, you know. So I'm
They're
like,
good.
oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, he's got like a Skeletor, an Evil Lyn, a couple Batmans, one Wolverine, and yeah, he's just dropping money like it's going out of style.
He's a skater, like skateboards.
Yeah, skateboard guy, yeah.
And how old is
Oh,
he?
I know. You know one of the Dogtown guys, Mike.
No.
Whatever. Bone Brigade. Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, Malin is just taking out the competition here in this fan art sketch.
That is nice.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about it like that. It's brutal.
He's throwing the grenade into the cafe.
A grenade, I don't imagine a grenade would take out Cyber Frog. What about Lone Star? Could a grenade take him out?
Temporarily.
Yeah.
That's not realistic.
I'm going to let you read this one, John Malin.
Oh, read what?
Super chat.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I take it it's the most recent?
Yeah.
Okay. GRP poll, Canadian, $5. So that's like 25 cents American. I read this title as Live Erection, and I was shocked, absolutely shocked. Oh, live election season. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you, GRP poll.
Yeah, it's not that kind of screen.
It's always erection season. Oh, wait.
No.
I didn't know that. I go there. Anyways, you got an hour left on T-Bird and Throttle. So, yeah, guys, please do. Again, if you haven't already, like, share, get some other fans in here so that they can help us get T-Bird and Throttle into the stratosphere before it ends.
A minute ago, he just had another backer, which brings him up now to 430 backers, and that was R. Ekval for $40. So that brings you up to $20,195 US and 430 backers.
So, Mike, I finished Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yeah?
I still don't get it. I don't know, man. I'm just not all about Mel Brooks. I fell asleep like 3 times trying to get through that movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you managed to get through it.
I had a couple chuckles, like when Mel Brooks is like, what are at the desk, and he's like, work, when he's like writing stuff down with a pen. It's like, yeah, that's kind of funny. But
And he's over at the girl and says, "Hey, boys, how you doing?"
yeah. So
That was your...
But yeah, it wasn't a big winner for me. I might just be too old. It's almost like bad Monty Python.
Oh, you're killing me.
Yeah.
Hey, Ethan, have you heard that the the Centurions are doing this vow of celibacy until you come out with Rainbow Brute?
I did hear that. They, they decided they would become an incel army, and would not please their wives, or anything of that nature until Rainbow Brute comes out. I thought that was extreme. I told them, you know, maybe not until, first of all, don't do it at all. Like, just don't do that at all. But they said, no, we're going to do it. Hail Caesar. Because that's what they do. They're goofs. And then they said, hey, we made a deal. It was when the Indiegogo launches, not when the book comes out. That would be like, you know what I mean? So I think those guys are funny. They're just clowns. So they're having a good time.
But these guys are already brutal. And if you let them run a month or two with no release, these guys are going to be, the Centurions are going to be insane.
It is, yeah, I agree.
Can I peer pressure you to expedite the launch of Rainbow Brute?
I'm gonna have to. I'm definitely going to have to because I care about everyone. So I'm gonna have to do it. I care about them. I care about their families. Got to make it happen quicker.
Yeah, especially with that cold isolation coming in Canada. Rose up there, right?
Yeah, look, Dante and Ravenna's in the chat. He goes, "It's till the book comes out." Like the Centurions, I mean, they're serious about this. They're, you know, no, they're not going to. Pacific Pleb says their marriage hangs in the balance. Only that which is the sunbeam can bring order. Very cool. All right.
It's like a hunger strike, but different.
Yeah. It is.
All right. I question the wisdom of this decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
What page are you on, brother?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I've still got 18 pages to go. 18 pages to go. And they're all a bitch. So, you know.
Yeah, so you'd be done if it wasn't for your action.
Oh, what? You were just muddy, muddled.
Oh, I was?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. This is a super chat for John Malin. He says, hate for Blazing Saddles. How do I get a refund for Graveyard Shift?
Whoa. Refunds end at the end of the campaign. Sorry.
How about support your local sheriff? What's your opinion on support your local sheriff, man?
Wow, what's that?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What did I miss?
I'm gonna have to ask for a refund.
What are you talking about? What is that? Is that some new thing going on? What? Yeah, support your local sheriff.
James Garner.
Oh. Okay.
You're like my age, aren't you?
I'm not into James Garner, dude. What am I like?
Yeah, James Garner was the best. Freaking the original Maverick.
Yeah. Ugh.
What?
Yeah. Give me Mel Gibson.
I mean, he was.
I'm sorry. Give me Mel Gibson. Yeah. Mel Gibson in Maverick. That was a good movie. That was a very good movie. I've never seen James Garner as Maverick either, and I'm like that. I'm somebody who would normally know that. I know James Garner from Doris Day movies though. The Thrill of It All and stuff like that. James Garner was
Rockford Files. Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched any of that stuff. It's weird. Yeah, I'm with you, Malin. I don't know James Garner. James Garner who?
Yeah.
Wow. Ethan, you've shattered my view of you.
I'm really sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
No, just support your local sheriff is a classic thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you guys been streaming?
Since hour and a half.
No, it's not so bad. Okay.
No, this isn't another. Dude, that other stream was 5 hours and 40 minutes.
Really?
The other night. The one I was like, oh hey Ethan.
Mike, so what time tomorrow is your election stream going to start? Are you really going to go all day, or are you going to start towards the evening?
It's going to be about 6 hours. It's going to be 3 o'clock my time, so 6 o'clock Eastern, and go till midnight Eastern or 9 o'clock my time. Okay. Unless we're in a situation where we're in a bunch of ties that. Nah, I'm going to end it. I'm not going to go that long.
All right. Well, I've got to get going. It's 9 o'clock here, and I'm up at 3:45. So.
All right, brother.
Have a good one, Alan.
Have a good night. Good to see you, Ethan.
Good night. Yeah, you too. Take care.
And congratulations, Josh.
Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate it.
There's someone in the chat called Goth Ethan Van Sciver.
Yeah, and he's got a picture of me when I'm 18 years old there, which is
really?
yeah. That's the sad part right there. Doing caricatures at the mall. That's what I used to do. I don't know if you guys ever did that. I mean, did you ever? You didn't do it?
I didn't do characters, but I did.
Though. I mean,
I airbrushed T-shirts just like you.
Yeah, I did airbrush for a little while. I sucked at it, dude. I sucked at airbrush. You know, it is, you know, because they want you to do all this kind of like hip hop stuff.
Yeah.
I did, you know.
I was there doing portraits and stuff.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, because portraits are easier for me than doing like graffiti.
Yeah, I was just bad at it. And I used to watch the other guys drew graffiti, you know. It's kind of Camden, Philadelphia guys that would do, you know, just graffiti. It looked effortless and it looked like fun, you know. I could never do it. I never figured it out. My graffiti looked like garbage. It looked totally fake.
You know, a thought occurred to me after last night when Kanan did that Mickey Mouse. I was like, that's almost like Banksy. Yeah, because he always does that like rat graffiti. I'm like, if Kanan put that on a wall, you would confuse that, like the amount of black and whatever, just look very like something that dude would do.
Kanan's great, you know. Kanan is gonna leave us for the mainstream. You know, he's gonna be a Marvel or DC.
No, he's not.
You don't think so?
No way. Too much money in Comicsgate, man. Marvel and DC can't compete.
I don't think. You know what? Yeah, I know. That's true. There's more money in Comicsgate. I mean, he wants to do Fearsome with me. I think that's going to be pretty cool. But eventually, yeah, he's got to end up over there. He's better than most of the talent at Marvel and DC right now. He really is better. I look at his stuff. I'm like, damn, I don't see stuff like this coming out of Marvel, with the exception of or DC, with the exception of like Ivan Rice and those guys.
No, I will not allow it.
You're going to keep him here?
That is correct.
All right. Well, I want to keep him here too. I want him to do Fearsome and all that. But man, I'm telling you, big talent. There's big league talent in Comicsgate right now. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know why Josh didn't get him to do a variant cover, frankly.
Yeah, Josh. What's up?
I don't know.
It's like, I don't know. I didn't know that was something I should do. Yeah, it's really good. It's great stuff.
An option?
People want to know, but can he draw transgender and masculine women forms? I think you'd have to beat that into him. But yeah, I think he probably could. I think he could do the grilled cheese boobs, grilled cheese sandwich boobs that they do on Captain Marvel. You just have to teach him how. Just show him how you want to slaughter the female form. He could figure it out.
Think of a man, but take away all responsibility.
Wow.
Hey, gentlemen, I've got to run. Mike, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, buddy. Congratulations again.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And, yeah, thanks, guys. Good talking. God bless.
All right, brother. You too.
Bye. Bye.
Night.
And then there were three.
Yeah, I came in at the last minute. I came in at the end of the stream. But all we really need are us. That's all we really need. You want to go? You want to go over to my channel?
Sure.
And start up a new thing. I just woke up. That's the thing.
That's what I was asking. If you just got out of bed. Yeah,
I did just get out of bed, and I didn't take a shower or anything like that. I turned off my camera so I could put on deodorant. But I kind of quietly got a new set of clothes, got changed in the living room because Andrea is like sleeping. I didn't want to wake her up by making a lot of racket, and then came down to the basement. And actually, she said to me, she said, "You're not going to take a shower, are you?" And I was like, "No."
That's funny because when I saw you on camera, I was going to say, "Are you getting back from like a club or something, Ethan?" Because like your hat was down low, you looked very incognito.
I'm not going to be able to get a shower until dawn. Yeah. I don't know. I smell fine. No, I promise you. I don't smell like shame or ink.
Hey, let me get the super chat real quick. Chris Lightwolf said for Australian $5, just helping you out, Mike. If we could vote for you where I'm from, I'd vote red just to trigger the other party. That's the right way to think. That is the right way to think. Hey, yeah, if you want to go bounce over there.
I can't. Ethan smells like Doug. Now, come on. I don't. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. I'm not sure. I just came down here to work, frankly. I just came down here to quietly do a little bit of cyberfrog drawing and get stuff done. But, yeah, this is an important day. This is election day.
Yep.
It is election day. All right. Yeah, let's go over to my channel and see. We'll have to switch off and I'll start up the stream if you want. Do you want, or are you bored?
Well, I'm gonna check. If my wife's asleep, I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like me. All right, guys. See you later.
Everybody. We will see you on the next show. Good night.
Bye.